Welcome to FMTrain.tv. I am broadcasting at another location. It's our fourth studio here in Dallas, Texas. I'll be here for the rest of this week, and then we will be returning to California next week, continuing the broadcast. But I'm here, and so we had to set up some custom equipment here to do all that we do. It's actually pretty elaborate for what we do. And so Nick is here today and tomorrow. Jacob Taylor with me on Friday with Q&A. And Jacob tends to lean towards FileMaker server, so you should be thinking along those lines. You can ask any question you want, but the questions that will probably be the most effective bang for the buck is FileMaker server related issues, maybe FileMaker cloud, technical and things on that side if you have them. And then next week we'll have a beginning day on Monday. Calvin with doing a series shortcuts on Tuesday, which should be really interesting. It sounds like we have some fun. Nick picks it up Wednesday next week. So that's the next 6 days. This is live. As a friendly reminder, if you'd like to support the channel, some of you really like free all the time, all free all the time, but we really appreciate a bunch of you have purchased our bundle. That's how, instead of me saying, hey, give me free money, I'm worth it, how about I trade you money for high value? And that's what we do here with our bundles. In fact, today I was in the Dallas office working to update certain videos in our courses that are a little out of date. So we go back and are revisiting videos that are a little out of date, like a video on the web viewer where we talked about the IE11 driving the web viewer, and the Chromium will come out soon. It'll do that. That's already happened, so that video needs to be updated. So we're literally doing that today, going through that. So that'll be an ongoing process that we do. Because people buy the bundles from us, buy the training from us, that brings money in so I can pay for the guys around the corner. David, come here real quick. So this is one of my video editors here. I will have him stick his head over here. David, come here. So take it down. No, lower. I think it's here. This is David, one of our video editors, right? So we have to pay all these people to be useful and helpful and get us all done. And he's in there working like a dog, slaving away to get this all done. So after Nick waves his hands and does all his shit, then someone has to clean up the mess, right? And he is one of the mess cleanup people. So we greatly appreciate his hard work. I am going to be helping Nick with this in so much as that I'll be running patrol on questions on Twitch, on YouTube, on Discord. We're broadcasting in high definition to all three. And I think you get the best experience with Discord. So if you're interested in that, download the app. Don't use it through the browser. Download the app for Windows or Mac or whatever you use. Install it, and then I will give you the invite so you can come to Discord, and allows you to, have a more seamless experience. And the resolution of the screen is much sharper, much sharper. So, so let me minimize that out. There's Nick right here. There he is, Mr. Beautiful. That's Mr. Beautiful. All right, Nick, you are full. So what are we doing today? And what are we doing? Yes.
Okay. Today we are going to use value lists in a very peculiar way. Okay. So value lists is not what we think it is. It can be used for much more than what we use them, and and they are, because the value lists never gets improved in pretty much 20 years in FileMaker. Since FileMaker 6, we never got any improvement in the value list, but they're still very useful. And with time, we use them in a different way, and I want to explain how, right? And what they can be useful for. Okay, instead of creating crazy stuff, value lists can be a good way to to help you. Okay, so it's like I said in the introduction. Before tomorrow we have our 2 days on list of values, which is different. Okay, value list in the FileMaker realm has a meaning. It's a function of FileMaker. So value list with quote, it's a FileMaker function. Okay, it's a FileMaker component. So it has a very dedicated meaning. List of values is different, and we are going to do that tomorrow. Okay, so see if you want, I can just share my screen right quick here, and so I'm going to do this. So I'm not going to do to lay down what a value list, but I will explain a little bit just to introduce the thing. The value list is a FileMaker function. It's a FileMaker kind of component as like layout, fields, relationship. It's a FileMaker component. Okay, it's a value list. So what value list is? You can have names like this, and you can have what we call a custom value. Custom value list, and it's Nick, Rick, and Marge, and who else? Danielle, Alex. Okay. So we have this. Okay. So we have a name. We have names like this, right? And what we use them, we can have a name kind of fields. We put the name field in the layout. Okay. And then we can attach a pop-up menu with the value list. So we have Nick, Rick, Marge, etc. And the value list can have multiple kind of we can have checkboxes, or we can have radio buttons, or drop-down menus. Okay, so we can have different type of representation of value lists. So that's what we know about value lists. So now let's see how they can be used. First of all, you need to know something. The first thing you need to know is that there's a way to hijack this list, in a calculation. So how we do that? So we go there and we use in the design section of the function here, and we have one named value list items. Value list item. So what is this? First of all, value list item. We have the possibility to say to tell which file we want to go and which value list we want. So that means we can go in another file, hijack a value list, or we can just say, I don't care about to go to another file. I want to stay in the same file. So you said quotes. That means I want to be in the file I'm in. And then remember, I just create a value list things. I create a value list named names. So now you know that I have Nick, Rick, Marge, Daniel, and Alex in my value. So this now, it's part of a calculation, right? Is in the calculation. So I can take whatever value list I want, right, into a calculation. So I can create another one, right? And I can create, for example, because I know I will have to use it. So month names. I need the month names. So we have January, February, March, okay, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, the Red October. It's a good movie to watch now. Red October. November.
There we go. Yep. By the way, someone was asking. So Jim W. I'm just going to say Jim W. Passed the guy who passed his certification test with 63%, and he had failed it previously, and watched our training and got just one extra question enough to pass the test. So we're going to make a little video for Jim. He'll get the patch. I know some of you are also planning on taking the test hopefully soon. But yeah, it's really awesome that when we put videos together and you folks study the material and then you are rewarded for your hard work. I love that. I love to see hard work rewarded. I think that's great. So sorry, Nick, but yeah, people want to know. Okay. Jim passed the certification test. Nick, you know how hard it is. It's quite hard.
Look, it's more than hard, because do you want me to put you comfortable? I always fail this test. That's why I hate it. And it's because it's a lot of work, and that's why our content is good. We have a content that is dedicated to this. You really need it. It's not because we want to sell anything. It's just because we want you to succeed the test, right? So
Yeah.
I don't. Unfortunately, I don't have time to invest to study the test, because that's what you need to do. Unfortunately, it is that way. With FileMaker test is that way. You need to study the test.
Yeah.
So and you can be as good as you want. If you don't study the test, you will fail.
Okay.
So don't feel bad, and buy our content, because that will save you money. Each time is what, 200.
No, I agree. It's great. As Moki says, at least you tried, right? NJ says, question, when pulling the value. So we're going to go back to the original topic. Sorry about that. But I want to let people know that when you pass, let me know, and we will let everyone know, because it encourages everyone else. So NJ says, question, when pulling value list items from another file, what context does it use? Question mark.
It doesn't use context. You need to name the file. So in the server, you need to put the address of the file. So so if I have another file open here. I have this one, right? I have the starting point. So let's try it. Because to be honest with you, I never used that function.
Yeah.
Starting points. Okay. So let's copy this name. So I never used that function, by the way. So always I go. So in starting point, which value list we can use? Value list items. Okay, let's use accounts. No, financial.
Yeah.
What will we see?
Use an empty one. Use an empty.
Calc view.
There you go. Calc view. There you go. There's an easy one.
Okay. Yeah. So let's go there and say I want to go there, and I want calc view. Let's see. Calc view.
I have never, Nick, just so I'm going to admit something. I've never used that before. I've never used this before.
I was using this. Okay, we call that inherited value list, because we have this function in the value list. So if I want, I can show you.
You said generated value list?
No, inherited.
Inherited value list.
Yes, so it's there. Okay. When you have this, you can go there, create a new one, and say use a value from another file. But here you need to have a data source, right?
Yeah. Okay, so UK lad asked the question. I'll handle this one. Does it work if the file is closed? It will open the file implicitly, which means which means that the file is open and then it's hiding out. I'm going to draw on the screen. It's hiding up here as an implicitly open file. You don't see the window. But it's hiding.
Let me show. Let me make it. Let me make it. So I close it.
So you close.
It's closed. So now I'm calling this. Okay. Normally it should open it. If I evaluate, no, it needs to be. This is not going to open the file.
Really?
So no,
it should.
No, it's a function.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, it should have here, because I have here. If I say new and I go to, but I need to have a data source.
Yes.
Okay, so I need to add a data source and then go and search for starting points, starting point copy. I want the calc view, right? Let's do the same. So now I have an inherited kind of value list. So now if I go there,
so hold for a second. For those of you who don't know about this, that is a file that was opened implicitly. A file that you tell to open explicitly will be listed down below here, wherever that's at.
But I need to have, if you want, we can add something here. Okay. You need to know that. How that happened? It happened because I added a file into my external data source. Each time you open a file, like this one, like my file, your value list file, that has an external data source file attached to it, you will try to open it implicitly. What does that mean? That means that if in your file here, if in your file here, you have something in your strict, this one, the on last window open or on first window open, the startup script won't be triggered, right? It's very important to know that it won't trigger the, because, I got many problems with this, so we need to know that. Okay, so
Yep.
let's go back to
Yeah.
our first,
Moki asked the question if this is on the test. The implicit explicit conversation used to be on the test. It
it
is
used to
not.
be, yes.
It's not currently on the test, but it's a valid topic, and I could see it coming back. Just so you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So.
It's a very valid topic. It's very important to know how that works, by the
Yep.
way.
Yep.
So let me delete this to be clean. Okay.
Okay.
So let's go back to our friend here. So I want to be in the current file. So you can say, for example, if you want to do something clean, you can say get file name. Okay, so you can do this if you want to stay in the same file, or you can just say double quotes. Double quotes is the same file. And here you say, okay, I want names, or I want month names, right? So it gets this. Beauty is this. Beauty is this. When you do this, when you go to the value list and you create a custom value list and you say Monday, for example, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? Oops, and Saturday and Sunday. Okay. So now, if I go there, how I didn't put a name on those value lists here. This is week. This is days, day names. Okay? Day names. So if I go there, right, I come and I have the day names. Monday, but now I want to change the order of those day names, right? Because, for example, I use that always. I want to change this and say, okay, the Sunday is the first day of the week. So changing this, okay, boom, it changed automatically. So you get not in alphabetical order, you get the order. Okay, so this is cool. Okay. Now another thing you need to know about value list items. It takes the custom value list, but it will take also the if I put names here, also the values from a field, right? So if I have a field here, right? If I have a field here, and I say in that field, I want Peter, new record. I want Jacob. Okay. I want I don't know, Michael. I want Stephen. Okay, so I have 4 names now. So I have a value list that will suck the information from a field. This will work as well. Right? Work as well, but in alphabetical order. So that means it won't follow the order of this. If I put new record and I said Alex here, it will come on the first when it's on the fifth. So it will do alphabetical order. Okay. So this is what you need to know. You can take this here, whatever the value is going to return, you can take it in the in the calculation. So now you will say, okay, Nick, what am I going to do with this? It's what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to show you. Let's say I'm asking you. I want to get the name of the 3rd month of the year without a trick, without a hack. How I'm doing this. The third,
Get the
I want
third
the
third value, right? Or the
yeah, but so how we do that? Let's say I'm there, and I want to know the third name of the year, the name of the third month of the year. How I'm doing this? Oh, you need to do the get as date, and you say you have the month, you need the month to use the month name, the month name,
Mhm.
the get month's name, the function,
Mhm.
okay, of a date. But you cannot say, oh, I want the third. We won't work. You know, you have to put a date, but I don't have a date. I want the third. I want the third month of the year. So we have multiple ways. You have this. Because I saw it. You know, so
I guess choose would
so
work too. You could
yeah,
use.
it's like month
Yep.
number
Mhm.
equal 3.
Mhm.
Okay, what you do, you say okay, you say March.
Okay.
Okay, and it's that for all the year. You do a case with 12 cases, January, March. Okay, you can do this, or you can do the choose stuff. Yeah, it's a good way. Choose, and you say the test is a month number, and you need to type here January, February, March. Okay, but I have another way, a better way to propose to you. I have this one. Okay, I want the third, so I want the get value.
Mhm.
Okay, or the value list items. On the current file, I want the month names, and I want names, and I want the value number is a month number, right? So why it's not working? Oh, I have nothing in the month number. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. So we are here, right? This one. So I'm putting here. I'm putting 1 January, 2 February,
Oh.
3 March. How am I doing this? Because I'm getting the value list item.
Mhm.
So this is this. And I say, out of this, get value 3, get value 4, get value 5. Tomorrow we're going to learn all about the values, right? But I want to play with the value list. So the value list, a value is a string separated with a caret return. Okay? So this is a value. For FileMaker, it's a value. You know, this is for FileMaker, this is value 1, right? And caret return, and this is value 2. Caret return, this is value 3. Okay? So everything that is with a caret return. So I want to do this, but this is easy. This is freaking easy, right? So now I want to do, so you understand, I don't have question for that, right? Okay. But you understand I want, let's say I want, I have the day names, and
Mm.
I want, you know, the first day of the week for FileMaker. For FileMaker is Sunday, right? So I said get value of this, and the value number is 1,
Mhm.
2, 3, 4. Okay. So you get this, right? But
Mhm.
now I want the opposites. Now I want to do the opposite. I want to know that March is the third month of the year. Ha! Ha! How you do that? Tell me. Okay?
Mm.
Du- du- du-
I guess you could use a position, but you'd have to put position of the value. Is there? But there's no
Okay.
such
Yeah.
thing as a value position,
Okay.
is
Yeah,
there?
but you're a bad customer because you know too much. So okay.
No, no. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't know if there's a function.
No, but you're right. It's that the way.
Yeah. Okay.
But you need a reference. You need a reference, and I'm making everything easy because I'm using the value list as a reference. Otherwise, it's a nightmare to build. So let's do it. Let's do it. Okay.
Okay.
I have a custom function for you, but I'm going to be fair with you. I'm going to explain to you that. Right? But before to explain to you, no. Tomorrow I'm going to explain to you the custom function. But I want to tell you how this works. I have a custom function for you, get value position.
Oh,
Okay,
okay. So wait, stop. Okay, I was thinking out loud that that's what we needed, but I know that it doesn't exist. So
doesn't
I
exist.
was just so Nick. For those of you wondering about this, Nick and I didn't practice this. I'm just talking out of my thinking. Well, we need kind of a position thing, but this doesn't exist. So you're saying you invented this? Is that what you did?
Yes, yes.
Nice. Okay.
It's very simple. Tomorrow, I'm going to give you the recipe of the Coca-Cola.
Ooh,
So
the
okay,
recipe. I like the
yeah,
recipe.
or the KFC. So
Of the a Colonel's secret formula or whatever. Okay, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I want to get what the text in my get value position. What's the text is this value list items of this current file, and I want the month name. Okay, and I'm searching for March. So why? And why this doesn't look like a nightmare? Because, okay, I have the custom function, but let's say I don't have the custom function. Let's say I want to get this. So I'm going to the custom function, but I'm not going to expand now. I'm going to expand tomorrow, because otherwise tomorrow I have nothing to say. Okay,
Oh.
so the search string is March. Okay. And the text is value list item of the current file, month names. Okay, so thanks to the value list items, thanks to this, it helps everything to work. Because I have a repository, where I can put my value list as a repository. It's somewhere I'm dumping something. It's like, instead of using a table with a field and with records, I'm dumping things there. The names, So what can I do now with this? So it's cool, because now I can say, yeah, it's okay. March is the third one, so it's working on both sides. From the third, I take March. From March, I take the third. All of this thanks to value list, right? So now I want to show you something cool. Very cool. I want to do something, and I'm going to build it in front of you, because I'm doing that often, right? I want to create, so let's delete all of those things. I want to create 12 records with the names of the month in the month order. Right? But I want to create something in a lean design way, right? So month list. So how it works. How it works. I'm setting a variable right click, month, month names, right? And what this is, month name is the value list items of my month, right? So always, instead of creating month, January, February, I have it. So month names. Okay. So this is my list, right? And here is where it's getting cool. So I'm going to show you how to do things in a smart way, in a very smart way. Okay. So I say loop, right? I set a counter, because a loop without a counter, you have a big problem. That's one. So we all miss it. So each time you're doing the loop, is going to count one. Okay. And it's a new record. Okay. And a set field. What the set field is, the month name with get value of my variable, which is the data extracted from the month name, and the value number is the counter, right? And exit loop if counter equal 12, because we don't have more than 12. Okay. So when you do this, you don't have a set field new, set field new, set field new. No, you don't need to do that, right? You don't need to do set field, this one name January, and new record, and do this. You don't need to do that 12 times, because I saw that also, right? So you need to do this. You suck out your month names from the value list into a variable, and then you count, and the counter will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you get the value out of this. So what this does this. So now you have January, February, March, April, June, right? So now you say, yes, that's cool, but now I want the month number, right? You remember this? So how you do this? Month number, you have an auto entry calculation. You use my smart whatever get value position, and you said, the text is, again, the value list item of this and the month names, right? And the third screen is the month name, right? So let's do it again. Let's destroy all of this. It's an auto entry calculation, right? Auto entry calculation that will automatically, based on the name, will get me the number. So let's go it again. I create again. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Of course, that works also for the if I duplicate this, and I have the day name, that also works. Day name, that also no. So I use days, month, because it's easy to, but you can use that for anything you want. So you change the value list name to day names, right? And you duplicate here. You do the same here. You duplicate this, and day list, okay? And it's the same. You change in day names. You change the name of the value list, and you change here, it's the day name, and you change here with days, and that's it. So you see, it's very simple what we did here. We duplicate, and then we can do the same with the day name. So we just day name. You remap everything on the day names, and you click here, and now you have day name with the number, right? So it says 7 because on FileMaker, the first day of the week is Sunday. Okay. So I keep saying it because people are very surprised on this, but Sunday is the first day of the week for FileMaker. So you see how this works. But before we go, if we don't have any questions.
We had a question, so I want to apologize for all the YouTube people. We've had a lot of mayhem today, of course, first day in the Dallas office. And I want to apologize because everyone, when you're on Twitch, it kind of reconnects, but on YouTube, it disconnects the video file, throws it away, and it starts a whole new separate video file. And so I was watching the wrong conversation. So Michael and Rick, or Michelle, Rick, Jan, Wally, WJ, David, Rick, but everyone was missing me. I was watching the old conversation, like, why are you guys all like don't have any questions? WJ has a question. He says, when appropriate, what is the easiest way to extract the unique values from a value list with no duplicates? And so
the value list is doing that for you.
What's that?
The value list is doing that for you. Okay, so let me explain. The value list, I don't know if you guys know about this, but this is part of what I'm going to talk tomorrow. But we have unique value. The unique value kind of function is if you have 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, you will say this. Okay, if you don't, this is what you get.
Yeah.
But if you use unique value, even if you have multiple times the same, it will ignore. It would say, oh, if I add a third, if I add three, bam. But if I have three, and if I have four, five, six, six, like this, or five here, it will continue, right?
Yep.
So it's this is unique value, but the value list is doing that for you too. So let me explain. Let's say I have a name here. So I have a name here, okay, and I'm putting a new record, and I'm putting like Nick, and another time Nick, and another time, oh, and another time Nick. And remember, I have a value list based on names, right? You remember that, right? So if I extract the name, the value list name, you know, see if I go to value list, item, and I'm going to use name, I have only Nick. I only one. So the value list is doing that for you, you know. So if I add Rick, now I have two. And if I add, where is the right? If I add another time Rick, it won't add this on the value list. The value list is doing kind of how we call that in SQL, distinct.
Distinct,
Right?
distinct, yeah.
So unique is doing the same. You know, the unique value is like distinct for FileMaker.
Yep.
Okay. So with that, we're going to talk about tomorrow. What I want to talk about is something, how we can use all of those good things, right? We use it in starting point. If I go there in this, here, what this is, this button here, you know, what this is. It is a value list, name, its contacts, stated custom, right? So proof of it, I want to proof of it. I changed this name here, I changed this value, boom, active nick. So it's a custom button, okay? It's a custom object that I built, and I'm using all what I'm talking about, all of them. So let's see. Here for the name here, this is the name. I'm taking the first value of this function, of this value list. Okay? So get value, the value item. I use the get file name, but I could have said this. But sometimes for the comparison is better, because people sometimes they say, oh, we don't understand double quotes, right? So, and here I put the name of the value list, and then I want the first value. On this button here, I want the second value. On this button here, I want the fourth value. Why? Why not the three? Why not the third? Here, why? I'm going there, and I'm going here. And you will see why. Because I have a separator. So the separator will be the third. I don't want to get rid of the separator, but I can say, yeah, you know what? I can do whatever I want here. I don't want the separator here, so I'm just keeping it. So now it's, you know, it's 4.
Okay.
Right? Now I'm setting a field using the same technique. I want the fourth value of this value list, right? Which is this, the little value, and I want the fourth value of this value list. And I'm setting a field with this. So that's why in starting point, when I get this, if I show the state, if I'm putting the status here, the field status, okay, I have the state active, you know, inactive, disregard. But if I select again, now it will say active nick. Inactive, okay, so it click. So now you will say, Nick, how do you do to make sure that the button here is active all the time? Because you all know, you should, that the button bars, the active button bar, the custom active segment of the custom bar, this is custom, is based on the name of the object. This is button toggle 1.2, 1.3, and this is 1.1.
Yeah, hold for there 1 second. I'm going to zoom in real quick because it was off screen. So he's talking about naming it up here for those of you wondering about that.
Here, yeah. Okay. So they're all based on names. But I changed the name by definition. I can change the name. So I cannot say this is the button active nick, right? Because I can't do this. Because if I do, it will be broken if I change the name of the value list, right? You understand? So because I need to refer to a name, okay? So here what I'm doing, I name my button always the same, button toggle 1.1. Why? Because sometimes if I duplicate this will become 2.1, okay? And
so
2.2.
Yeah. So when he duplicated it, it changed that first numeral. Yeah.
Yeah. And 2.3. So now I have two sets of buttons, okay? But they both will work now. They both will work because, but no. Okay. I need to do this because this is a segment number 2. So I need to change on 2 here. This is the second set of buttons. So now they both work. This or this. Why? Is because I don't care about the name. Let's keep this one. I don't care about the name. Why? I'm changing the name as a number using my get value position. I'm saying, okay, nick active nick is the first value of this value list. And inactive is the second value of this value list, right? And disregard is the fourth or the third, you know what I mean? So I change and I base on this number here. And my active segments, right? My active segment is based on, I'm getting the position, I'm taking the toggle name. The toggle name is button toggle 1 point.
God.
And then I'm waiting for the last number to tell me is 1, 2, or 3, right?
So you're combining multiple techniques.
Exactly, to get one. So why you do this? Because I can copy this object, paste it here, and I want to play like this. So you say everything broken. No, it's not. Because I want to change this in day name, for example, day names. So I'm copying this, right? And I'm going in 2 seconds, less than 1 minute, I'm going to change this like this. Here, look, right? Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, right? But now you can be smart on this. You can say, I want the second one because I don't want Sunday. I want to start with Monday. So you said 3, right? And then you said 4. So I want to show you how flexible this is. I just copy an object. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I have my days, right? Now I want to set a field. Look, set a field. I want the day name. And I changed the name on this. I said, I want the second. I copy this calculation and look what I'm doing. In no time, you set the field. Boom. You said, I want the day name and I want this calc and I want the third value because you remember we start with the second one because FileMaker starts with the first. I want the day name on this value here. I want the number 4, right? And now, so this is 1, 2, and 3. I want to go there, and I said, button toggle, which is the field of reference is day name, which is the name of the value list I want is the day names, right? And everything else works automatically. So now I validate this, and boom, boom, boom. So why is not working the validation? Oh, no. Day value list day name, toggle one, day names. I don't value list day names. I don't know why.
Is
Bottom one.
the style and theme over there for that?
No. It's I don't know. It's day name. It should. I don't know why, but it's okay.
Well, because it's
See.
an active object. Is the active style for
No,
the?
no, no.
Is
It's
that
no.
correct?
It's I don't. No. It's it should have it. Button toggle one value day name, day names. It's day names, right? Yeah, day names. I don't understand why. Uh, I don't know. Look, I don't understand. I don't know why. But normally you should have. It should. Oh, because. Yeah, because of this substitute. Because I don't have this. So everything is messed up here because I copied the wrong one. Let me
Okay.
go. Yeah. Because this one is. I picked up the only one that is special. So let's go there. Yeah, it's because it's I have this freaking. Let's copy this calculation here, which is the same but simpler. No, I still have this. It's okay. It's okay. Tomorrow I will fix it. So
Tomorrow you'll
anyway,
fix it. Yeah,
but anyway, it's there. I don't know why.
Scott
This is
says the
going to get.
toggle should be set to 1.1, but yeah.
Yeah, 1.1, but it is 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. Okay.
Nick is
Oh,
mixing
yeah.
multiple
It's okay.
techniques
Yeah.
here. So this
Yeah.
is yeah.
It's okay. It's always when you do a demo you have something that doesn't work.
Yeah.
So no, it's the yeah, maybe you're right on something here. Active segment, active. No, it should be like this.
Yep. No, that's
I don't
yeah.
know.
That's
I
what I
don't
was
know.
thinking. Active segment. There's a conversation going on here from Lynn. Moki asked a
Oh, so
question. Well,
yeah,
they're
something. So, yeah, something else. Before we go. Because because I'm doing something here. Because of the substitute list value. Ding, ding, ding. Okay. Get value position. See, it said position 0. So something wrong here with my calculation here. I don't know why. So 0, 0. See, something something doesn't get. So you can debug it by copy paste the button here. But I'm doing something here. List of value, get position, search strings, list of value. If I'm going there, I don't know. Well, look, I don't want to. Okay, let's answer the question here.
so you got to go to Discord. Moki asked a question: does unique values work on a found set?
Yes.
Okay. And then Lynn replied back: unique values works values on found set. What I do is I set up a summary field using list of option, pointing to the field with the values. Then in a global field or set variable in a script, use unique values your summary field. So yeah, so there's a good conversation going on Discord. Very,
Yeah.
very interesting.
Yeah. Tomorrow, okay. Tomorrow we have it will be interesting because that's a follow-up on this, right? So this is just, I wanted to show you that value list, you can take them out of this confinement. You can take them out of this, you can
Okay.
like the post-COVID, you can get them out of the confinement.
UK Simon asked that question. He's asked it at least twice, and I'm not
Yeah.
trying to ignore him. But if you want to go to
No.
Discord and look at the
Yeah,
question.
it's a new starting point. How do I get to a layout with Nick Clever multi-value picker in list view? Oh, it's not in the new starting point. I took it out. You need you need to use the
launch pad?
the UI UX design stuff.
The neomorphism
The
design
neomorphism,
sample.
UI UX. You have it on this one.
We
Tomorrow
will.
I'm going to
We'll find the link for that tomorrow. Remind
Yeah.
me of that tomorrow when I'll find the link for you folks on that one, because that's a little bit different.
Yes. Can you delete value list? No, you cannot create a value list from the script. No, you don't. You cannot do it. That would be cool, by the way. Create a field, delete a field, create a value list, delete a value list, create a layout, delete a layout. That would change the face of I remember in the 1990s we had a commercial based on for Super Mac. Super Mac was doing kind of screens and video capture cards and stuff like that. And they said, okay, in 1984, Macintosh changed the face of computing. And he said in 1994, Super Mac changed the face of the Macintosh. So doing this, and I hope, I know some people at FileMaker, Claris, they listen to us. That could change the face of FileMaker if we can create, delete fields, table, relationship, from scripting.
That would be amazing. It's yeah. So well, there you go. The wish list of listing. Yeah.
The wish list. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so that would be cool. Okay. So tomorrow we're going to talk about list of values, which is not valueless. Okay. So a list of values is a list of data you have with carriage return, right? So, and I call that the fifth elements. I don't know if you watched the movie of this.
The fifth element. Yes.
Okay, it's the fifth element of FileMaker because everything, all your problems, most of the time can be resolved there. They can be resolved. So I'm going to explain.
Multipass.
Yeah, multipass. So because what's the name? So we have a hierarchy with FileMaker. We have file, table, field, record, and value. It's the last of the hierarchy, right? So it's the very last. And so sometimes you need to go to the last in order to fix them. And I'm going to demonstrate why, because FileMaker has a lot of things. We can do a lot of things with values that you cannot do with records. You cannot do with fields. You need to go down to the values. That's why SQL it's a value kind of generator in FileMaker, right? But we can use other ways to generate values with FileMaker. So that would be the theme of the 2 next days.
All right, cool. Well, I am going to roll the end credit. We'll see everyone tomorrow. Once again, from Dallas, Texas, and Nick from Colombia. Yes.
Yes.
Very good. See you. Got a report of an individual up here who may be a FileMaker license. Well, it's potentially expired. Look at the back of that car right there. Looks like the FileMaker license has expired. Sir, I need you to step out of the vehicle. Sir, step out of the vehicle. Sir.